there is an element in the strategic community who thinks like that. But when you look at the top levels of the Biden administration, they have left no doubt that the relationship with India is extremely important. And look at all the initiatives that are going on. The readout from the Jaishankar meeting with the defense secretary talks about future initiatives they are going to take in the Indian Ocean region. Now, what the intelligence communities do in various countries is kind of a separate issue. It is true that the US has not clamped down on the extremist elements here. The Indian consulate in San Francisco was attacked. There is it is within the realm of possibility that, yes, Khalistanis can be used as leverage or pressure point on India. But if India makes itself indispensable, which it is, for the larger goals of the United States in the Indo-Pacific, I think this problem can be managed. And India, I'm sure behind closed doors, is also telling the Americans to get on with the program, in the sense to do something about this diaspora politics, because it can come back to bite them. It's not that they'll only order attacks in India, the extremists. They can create trouble for the United States as well, as they have for Canada.
Sure. And skeptics, they are, of course, on both sides. And there's skeptics even here about the India-US relationship I'm referring to, Seema. So issues like this, when they come up, give those voices even more ammunition to say, you can't trust the US or the West or the Anglo sphere, so to speak, because it's the Five Eyes there. And that those voices did come up after the initial statements of the US NSA and Blinken, when they were talking about concern and how India should resolve this issue or cooperate with Canadian authorities.
Right. The initial statements by the US National Security Advisor and Secretary of State were strong. They said, the NSA said, no special exemption for any country about this. And Blinken talked about transnational repression, etc. I think that was in the initial stages. They had to sort of come out in support of their closest ally, their neighbor. Don't forget, they even have joint military commands, the NORAD, the US and Canada. So it is a very, very important relationship for the Americans. They're caught in between India and Canada, and they're trying, to walk a tightrope, which actually India is very used to doing. But for the Americans, this has presented a new problem. But I think after the initial statements, they have been very upbeat about what they see as the timetable and the roadmap for the India relationship.